Yeah. Now the topic we'll be discussing in today's video is that can Cristiano Ronaldo still lead the Portugal team to the World Cup next year? Can he still lead them as their main man to the World Cup next year? Despite by next year he will be 41 years old. Can he still be their main man? It is just question we'll be asking in today's video. Now, in my opinion, I think he can still lead Portugal team. Despite by then will be 41 years old. In my opinion, I think he can still lead Portugal team. And the reason why I said so is what we are going to be exposing in today's video. Now, we all know that on Sunday, Portugal triumphed over Spain in the UEFA Nations League final. A game that ended 5-3 in favor of the Portuguese side. Now, after that game, one of the French legends, also known as Frank Libiuf, was interviewed at ESPN studio, and he stated that, in his opinion, Ronaldo should not be included in the team that will be going to the World Cup next year. That if Roberto Martinez include Cristiano Ronaldo to that team, it will end up sending Portugal team back. Why? I said Cristiano Ronaldo has come of age, but like I said before, in my opinion, I think Cristiano Ronaldo is still needed in that team as their main man, as their leader. And the reason why I said so, what I want to expose in today's video. Now, before we dive in, let me first of all start by sending my condolences to the fan who lost his life in the UEFA Nations League final on Sunday. You understand? We all know that the intensity of the game was so high, and which led to a fan falling down and lost his life at the medical center. So I pray may the family, may the good Lord comfort the family for that loss. Now, let's dive in proper. Now, number one reason why I think Cristiano Ronaldo should be included in the team that will participate in the World Cup next year is that Cristiano Ronaldo is a player that, though he can no longer run as he used to, doesn't have that energy anymore, but he can position himself very well in the 80-yard box where the ball can easily get to him. Yeah, Ronaldo, he knows how to position when he is in the 80-yard box, and that's what every good striker should do. As a player or as a striker, you must know how to position. You must know how to position yourself in an onside position so that the ball can easily get to you and you will not be offside. You understand? So that you can easily score. So Cristiano Ronaldo, like I said before, he can no longer create chances for himself. He can no longer dribble like he used to when he was in his late 20 and his late 30. But Cristiano Ronaldo knows how to position himself very well. If he's in the 80-yard box, he knows how to position himself in a place whereby the ball can easily get to him and he can easily tap the ball into the back of the net, or he can easily deliver a brilliant header. So I think the player is still relevant. Why? Because he can still score goals if the ball gets to him in the 80-yard box, and the ball gets to him. It's not by magic. He's the one that is positioning himself in a place whereby the ball can easily get to him. That's a good technique of a striker. You know, so that if you find out, look at the game against Denmark, the second leg against Denmark, he scored the second leg against Denmark in the quarterfinal. I'm talking about the Nations League now. In the semi-final against Germany, he also scored. In the final against Spain, he also scored. Why? If you look at the goals he scored in those 3 games, he didn't create the chances for himself. He can position very well. You can see the techniques now. Position yourself very well, whereby the ball can easily get to you. It's a wise idea that a striker should have. Yeah, it's a wise idea. That's why some strikers who signed for some clubs for reasonable amount of money, they could not position themselves very well, and they flopped. Now, just take a look at Soldado. You understand? There was a Valencia striker, a Spanish striker called Soldado, who was playing for Valencia. You understand? When Tottenham bought him, he was a flop in Tottenham Hotspur. He was a flop in EPL. Why? Because he could not position himself very well. So positioning yourself as a striker where the ball can easily get to you and you can easily deliver a goal is very important. It doesn't really mean that you must create the chance for yourself. No, you must know how to position very well so that the ball can easily get to you and you can easily score. So I think it's still relevant. Why? Because if it's in the 80-yard box, it's still dangerous. If Cristiano Ronaldo is in the 80-yard box, it's still dangerous. Can easily score. So it's also a threat in the 80-yard box. So that's number 2 reason why I think Ronaldo is needed in that team. Yeah, so I totally disagree with Frank Libiuf, who think that Ronaldo should not be included in that team. So those are my reasons why I think Ronaldo should be included. Yeah, those are my reasons. Please, even after watching the video, you can like and subscribe to this channel. And if you disagree with me or agree with me, you can leave your opinion in the comment section. So thanks for watching.